I'm so mad right now.
Okay.
At least it's kind of funny when you look at the whole big picture. Oh!
No, it's not.
The
It's for
the
me.
voice the voice says to you, you will be returned to Titan. You will in the near future hear of strange tidings to the north. These things you will ignore until you are directed otherwise.
Hard to comment on that, but got it.
There is never mind. Nothing of importance. Safe and enjoyable travels to you. Until we meet again. Do you respond in any way?
I kind of get my gut reaction is I get the feeling they're not going to be that enjoyable as I'm being pulled away in a horrifying manner.
Well, actually, you're not pulled away.
Oh,
You feel the bonds that have been tying you begin to kind of dissolve away.
oh yeah! I've been on the floor this whole time.
Yeah, you've still been tied to the floor this entire time.
He didn't untie me. He just left me there while we talked.
Yeah.
He left me in the most uncompromising position ever.
No, the most compromising.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's my bad.
Yeah. So as the bonds begin to dissolve away, you actually see a door of light open beneath you.
Oh.
And you are again falling forward.
Why do I keep falling?
Give me a dexterity save.
Well, I failed this one now that I don't have disadvantage.
You do.
Oh. Face first. Oh. Well,
You take 3 damage as you hit the ground.
Ow.
So as we cut back, Alexander, you turn and you are outside and you're calling Aoden.
Mm-hmm.
Korag, you land face first in the middle of the warehouse, and you go to lift yourself up, and as you do, you see the Empress and all of the paladins, all of the samurai fading into ash. And Lord Kelmdir standing there with his eyes glazed over, staring into space.
Oh,
now that's mind rape.
That's Madman. That's everything rape.
Why?
I mean, it's the end of Infinity War.
Yeah.
Only it's not half of them.
It's all of them except Lord Kelmdir. He did it. No.
So all the paladins, the empress, the ninjas, they're all turned down?
Everyone here except for the most important person are dead.
Everyone here except for Kelmdir is gone.
Yeah, the most important person here. I'm just gonna slowly get up. You're gonna kind of do the hello?
He's staring at nothing. Frozen.
Run, bitch, run.
Initial temptation to elude him, but I'm going to run.
Oh god, I would loot him, dude.
No, no.
He
that's how
he snaps out of it and is just naked. Like what?
No. I'm just gonna leave. I just walk out. I do say that. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. We'll just gently close the door behind me.
I suppose Aiden would have probably came when Alexander called, so he would have caught up with Alexander.
Your conversation is ongoing as this is happening.
I would like to find a trash can and promptly vomit into the trash can.
Okay.
Just as the stress of all that hits me all at once, and I just go.
I'm
in an alleyway.
walking back. Yeah, and do you agree to the whole we'll find Korag and
Oh, you
fix
hear
this?
me? If you're nearby,
No.
you.
No,
I'm
yeah,
not,
but
I'm not
this is-
nearby.
No, they're not
Oh,
that
okay.
close.
I'm talking to Aiden right now.
Oh, okay.
He says, I mean, of course we have to get Korag back. And we might as well grab the samurai while we're at it. Maybe it'll reduce charges or whatever.
I'll be there in a second. And I run over to the car.
Okay.
Once I get there, I drive to the warehouse.
Okay. You drive to the warehouse. Give me a perception check, all three of you, as you're arriving.
Yeah, at this point, Savalas would also just be like, "Oh, we're going to execution now. Ah, sorry, I meant trial. This is exciting."
Oh, I put the bag on the next seat, and I say,
Yeah. There's keys on for where you're driving. And he's
I also have fuzzy dice, and you're like,
yeah.
hey.
Ooh, shit.
That's why you rolled a 9 on your perception.
Yeah.
Oh, right, my perception. I was looking
The
at my
whole-
sheet, what?
The whole inside of the car is just lined with velvet.
26.
26.
Okay.
And I do not use my roll vision.
As you're pulling up towards the warehouse, the rest of you are oblivious to what's going on. Aoden, you look up, and you do a double take, because the first thing that you see is Korag vomiting into a trash can.
Oh.
And then as you look past him, ash floating in the air where the warehouse was.
Oh.
Wait, there's no warehouse anymore?
Oh.
Nope.
Alexander goes,
No, you didn't see.
You didn't see.
Aiden's eyes are shot open.
How do I
wide.
not see the destination I am going to not being there?
Well,
is
it looks like a
cat
shadow,
looking
I'm
at
guessing.
dice. There is a cat.
Oh, yeah.
Flicking
You're distracted,
Road.
basically.
I pointed out
do you
and
mean?
say, whatever's happened is seriously, seriously bad right now.
I
That threatens
stop.
the entire city.
And I look, and I say, oh my god. And I get out. And I start running.
Yeah, same.
Oh, the dice are very good. I do enjoy. Oh, where are you guys going?
Oh.
I just run right past Korag.
Yeah. You get there and you find an empty lot with ash floating in the air.
Is Lord Keldner still standing there?
No.
Okay, he didn't get destroyed right away, so I imagine he's maybe been sent somewhere. Maybe back home. Oh.
Oh.
Can-
We don't know.
Aiden's like,
Hey Doc,
looking
can I
up,
borrow your soundboard? I need to say I'm gonna get in so much trouble.
and I'll go ahead and use my roll vision and look around this place.
Don't look at me. You won't like what you see.
Give me a wisdom save.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
1.
Great.
Oh god.
Oh, good.
Oh shit.
Oh.
I will repeat. I hate you.
I hate you. All that is inside of me is pure straight hate. Pure straight. But god damn it, do I respect you.
Do you have an insanity score? I think you're gonna get an insanity.
I don't even have one yet.
After this,
Oh.
Korag and Aoden will gain a sanity score. So
Yay.
you can go ahead and calculate those.
No, insanity score. All right.
That was sanity.
Nah.
How do you calculate that again, Casey?
Yeah.
I'll look.
Joke.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up. I don't have it in my
It's
brain just at the moment.
it's in the DMG, I think.
No, he
No.
has.
No,
Oh,
it's in the home brewery links.
I will look.
Okay. What happens to Aiden?
Theoden, you activate your royal vision, and through a process which it doesn't really make much logical sense, you see the darkness screaming at you. You see the appearance of darkness screaming. You know, kind of like seeing the shape of Happy. Yeah. And your mind fractures.
Oh.
And Aoden falls unconscious.
Oh,
This is Alexander's reaction to all of this. You maniacs!
you blew it up!
You wanna
Hey, I have a high sanity score.
I'm sorry, how do you calculate it?
12, 2d6 plus 12 minus int mod minus wisdom mod.
Oh, okay, so,
I just did
2d6.
2d6, then do it all manually. Sanity score, where are those? Yeah.
plus 12, you said?
Plus 12 minus int minus wisdom.
Okay, so I basically see both of them having a minor breakdown in different ways.
I'm just vomiting.
Yeah. So Savla's gonna walk around there. Can I use the? How do you pronounce this? The Yog Satha theory. I think I need to speak in,
Just
in
like it.
tongue. Yog Satha theory.
Yogg Sothri.
Yeah, Sothri. Skill and see if I can recognize this for being
You
something.
certainly can.
Yogg Sothri?
Sothery. Yog's
Yes, this is a skill that Madman possesses.
Oh
Yes.
God, man, what are you? Are you an elder being pretending to be a level 7 druid? You're just a cat for fun.
I mean, I know what Yogg Sothoth is.
But he's a druid.
All right. Yeah.
I'm gonna message you this.
Okay. Interesting.
You already have a sanity score, don't you?
I do. I have a 19. I have a
roll
19.
roll me your sanity save as well.
Ooh, I have the best sanity.
I have absolute shit.
Casey, would I be proficient in sanity as a warlock or no?
Yes, you would. Yeah, you would.
What's your wisdom and int combined?
Me?
7.
Oh yeah,
Oh
because
Jesus!
Yeah,
You have
guys,
9 sanity.
Yeah. I have the most.
That's the
I'm
problem.
most
When
saints cat ever.
intelligent people realize what's going on, it does not go well for them.
Yeah.
That's why
Dumb.
you have to play the dumbest, biggest motherfucker in Call of Cthulhu.
So you don't
So-
understand what you're seeing.
Yeah.
Alexander, you'd have a great
Plus,
one.
beat it up.
That is actually a defense mechanism. Being too dumb to understand will make you survive in Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm
I-
validating. That is accurate. That is true.
okay.
That's why every time I play Call of Cthulhu, I play the big dumb jock, and I just punch everything to death.
Casey, I'm gonna go ahead and send you that list I had made up for backup characters, just so you can
why?
see what they were. I just wanted to see what they were. I think you'll like
Okay.
some of them. You'll like one of them. You don't have to read those now. You can read those later.
Yeah, I'll read them later on.
So what? Oh, you sent me something. Oh, you're typing.
Alexander's pounding the ground and crying and having a breakdown.
This has been his worst day ever.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Everything
Aiden's
that is
unconscious.
good and right in the world has gone backwards.
Oh, we're gonna get an anti-paladin.
Oh, breaker.
No. If anything, I'm going to kill everybody, including
Oh,
just this
shit.
party.
Savlas kind of does the, oh, this is interesting. What do you guys? Oh, I've
Oh.
got to leave now.
That makes
I have
sense.
to leave.
And he's gonna just like leave, kind of circle back, see that basically Aiden is like falling over. It's like, yeah, that's about right. And then
And
he
I'm
will kind
vomiting.
of then he will kind of bite his like collar, and then he will start dragging him away from the seat.
I'm imagining Zephyr walks up, playing on his iPad, and goes, "What's going on, guys?"
Where are we? I
How
thought
is
we were going
everything?
back to the warehouse.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought the
This
warehouse
doesn't
was
look
here.
like the warehouse.
I'm just gonna roll on athletics
Alright.
to see if I can.
All right,
Drag.
sometime through this, Corey's going to
He's
stop
not moving.
vomiting.
Okay.
Aoden, when you do eventually wake up, at some point in the future, just make a note somewhere that your nice, fancy, lovely robes that you have now have a massive tear in them from
you
a
being-
cat's teeth.
Fucking magical cats.
Fucking cats. I'm allergic to cats.
He's just ripped a big hole in the shoulder of your robe.
I put everybody back in the Humvee, and I go to the tavern.
Yeah. Aoden is not only
Conscious?
comatose, but you go to pick him up and he is literally stiff.
Oh,
As in, like, you pick him up and he does not bend or move. He's stiff as a board.
I just
How
put him
big-
in the trunk.
I was just about to ask, how big's the trunk?
Put the tailgate down, slide him in the back.
Before he goes in there, I will just gently cast mending on his shirt.
Okay.
Oh,
So
just-
your robe will be fine when you wake up.
Good.
It
Good.
probably
That's
won't look
what
as nice
matters.
because I don't think
You know,
mending
not
requires.
the fact that his mind is shattered into a million pieces.
I can't cast mending on your brain, okay?
have you tried?
Casey, I cast mending on his brain.
Druid,
It does
help
not.
me. Go
Yes,
into my dreams.
Oh shit! Yeah, dude. On the car ride, how long does the car ride take?
I don't know how.
About 40
Like-
minutes.
I'll
I can actually half it because I'm with them.
I'll
so
use
20
You're
minutes.
just speeding.
No, it's not faster. I just have shortcuts.
Yeah, 90 miles an hour. Shortcut.
I'll take a nap and I'll go into dreamland and I try to find Aiden. Because this is one of those rare times where an elf is actually sleeping.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I wonder what they dream about.
Yeah. This is stupid. I could not be sleeping right now.
Well, I think it's because like they do trance because their dreams are crazy, right? Aren't they super intense? Like
They've
what are
just
they called?
evolved past the need to.
To sleep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
At least in their own mind, that's how they describe it.
It's just gonna be a very like bunch of kittens and like rainbows. And it's like you can't tell anyone, right? This is why I'm not dreaming. It's too embarrassing.
No, it'd actually probably be a lot worse.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
Casey
Oh shit!
is
He's
having
typing
to.
something out.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah. I didn't realize, but he is, and it's making me worried.
So your mind fractures too.
I have a 19 in sanity. I think
I have
that
a
will
9.
be fine.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll me your sanity, madman.
Oh, I shouldn't have, goaded.
I'm going to, as we're doing this, gonna check in on command and ask, is everything okay? Kelmdir, and
I'm asking for no particular reason,
yeah,
but
no particular reason. Just want to say,
yeah,
Just want to check
Yes.
in, make sure you're doing good. How's your wife?
yeah.
Well,
all
Lord
the lords
Kelmdir has
alive.
been missing for 30 years, so
Yeah. Calendar, what are you talking about? It's Lord Korag.
Oh,
It's Lord
please.
Rokus.
Sorry, what was the question you're asking, Command?
I'm asking Command if everything is okay, if all of the paladins and such are, at their stations. There's nothing going on
Getting his
particularly. Yeah, sit rep. Yeah.
Basically, you get a report that, according to known routine and guard rotations, Lord Kelmdir is sleeping in his home for the night, and there have been no unusual sightings or activities this evening.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, that's good. I'm just gonna hang up now.
Okay, goodbye.
Casey,
Mhm.
I'm gonna try to calm him, and I will just be at his side talking to
You're
him.
gonna try to charm the elf.
Can you use charm on the elf? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have advantage.
Think about that, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know you have
Uh,
advantage.
Well, I
Actually,
can
no.
willingly.
What's going on at the moment? It does nothing.
Hmm.
You don't actually. I'll clarify from what I said there. You
Yeah.
don't actually see Aodin
Oh,
in his dream.
yeah, that's not good.
Read again what I sent you. There's no mention of seeing Aodin.
Oh shit. All right. You're right. I have find person. If I were to cast that. Hang on, where's
Apparently, I was being very loud earlier, according to the text message I got from my dad.
oh,
Stop screaming, oh God, so loud from your room.
No, I just got "you're very loud."
That was probably when you were screaming, oh God, I'm going to get in trouble.
No, that was when I was reacting to the dust and ash and all that.
sometimes
you
it
cast
was
locate
alright.
creature.
Oh,
if I were to
Uh,
cast a locate creature, how like
You
can
are
I?
pointed to the mass that you see stretching out towards the horizon.
Hmm. I'll leave if I can.
I leave.
I'll
Yeah.
leave. I'll leave.
oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna leave now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you leave.
Yeah. Savalas kind of wakes up from the nap, and from being at Aiden's side, he's like, I'm just gonna scooch off a little bit. Like, and Savalas is gonna talk to Rest and say, well, that happened.
I don't know what happened. I was a
Oh.
good man all my life. What did I do to deserve this?
I'm just gonna quietly go. On the bright side, you're not in trouble anymore.
Oh,
He's not.
I think I know what happened over there, and we are.
We're what?
In trouble.
Oh,
Well, you are in trouble. I don't think I am. Maybe. Time will tell.
I might just leave you guys because I don't like any of this. So I'm gonna drop you guys off at the tavern and then I'm gonna go.
Oh.
So
Have we already killed another of Doc's characters?
no, he's not dead. He's just leaving.
Yeah.
He's choosing to leave.
No,
that
no,
happens with
Wow.
most of Doc's characters.
Savlas will just say, well, Alexander, you're already in this. I think it's too late to pretend you're not part of it anymore.
Oh, Casey, question. Do I still have that monofilament dagger in my bag?
You
Is that
do,
gone?
yes.
Oh! Okay, I feel slightly less bad.
What
So we can get
does
Alexander just goes, no. I don't think that's true. I think I can leave you and everything will be fine.
And you can never speak to me again.
I'm sure we'll see each other soon again.
I definitely want to figure out who did this. But
I don't think you want to know who did it.
why?
It's more accurately what did it.
Did you do this?
I did not.
Did you make this happen?
I did not.
What do you? But you were missing.
I may have seen the thing that did it. And no, you do not want to see that.
No. I'm asking. Did you ask something to do this? Because I know you
Technically never asked it, it offered.
Do you say that?
Not a. Hold on. He's in a weird state, so he might just say that, but you might kill me out of character. Let's see. No, he wouldn't end up saying it. It'd been a thought, but like, no, I didn't ask anything.
You didn't ask, but did it do it on your behalf?
Metagaming.
That's kind of slipping.
Okay,
close.
let's stop then. In that case,
No, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
So we go back to the tavern because it's not going to take long at all to get there.
Yep. You make your way back to the tavern.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. When Savlas goes inside, he will jump up on the counter and tell Durden, "I'm gonna need hot milk."
I'm going to have Zephyr help me carry Aiden.
Yeah. Premium kind, please.
Premium milk, please.
Yes.
From your wealthiest cow.
Alexander goes and starts packing bags.
Just going to quietly leave him to himself. I'm going to get drunk and see if I can forget some things.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to get drunk with the cat.
Are we doing like weekends at Burness with Aiden?
Yes.
You can't even do that. He's stiff.
Oh, yeah, we can't move his body. Oh.
Just sit him on a stool and let him. Yeah.
Lay him on the bar and tell Darner just keep pouring. Just pour directly to his mouth. I'm trying to think. I think we're going to take that ring off for a little bit, Casey. Just slowly take that ring off and put it in my bag for a little bit.
Okay.
Does it willingly come off?
It actually, as it comes off, you hear that chuckle again.
Oh. Mmm. Well, think. Well, at least you find it amusing. I'm just gonna slowly put that back in my bag.
Okay.
I'll put it on later, but I don't want that right now.
The next morning comes along.
Mm-hmm.
Unless anyone else is doing anything else that night. Is Alexander taking off?
No one in this group is going to blame you if you do.
Well, here's a good question. Do I find the Grand Codex of the Infinite Automata in anybody's rooms or anything like that?
Aoden, did you take that?
Yeah,
No.
I told you I looked through it, but once I found out it was technologically based, I lost interest and put it back in the bag of holding.
Right, okay. So it's in the bag of holding then.
It wasn't in the bag of holding to begin with, but okay.
No, I took it.
Yeah, and then you put it in your bag of holding?
Yeah.
Well, then I wouldn't find it.
Yeah.
But then I'm gone.
Do you need it?
It would have been the sole purpose for my character staying at all.
You want to try waking Aiden up, maybe? He's still kind of comatose.
I don't know you have it, and I don't know it exists.
Mm.
So, Alexander's gone.
Okay.
God damn it.
The attrition rate on your character stock is getting a bit.
Yeah, but I'm not coming back though, so that's fine.
Okay.
I'm not
Wait,
making
what?
another character.
You're not?
No.
You're leaving the Monday game?
Yeah, I think
Really?
so. Hmm.
Why?
I don't want anything to do with it anymore. Not with the old one being a part of it.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, really.
I mean,
I do.
that's
I do.
always been part of the Olyndar setting. So
Yeah.
it's-
Yeah, but then a warlock of it came into the party and then did this.
I'm not even the remake of it that Casey made. I'm
It
just
doesn't
the base
matter.
warlock. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered regardless. It's going to be
I
involved in
remember-
the setting either way.
Guys, I do remember strongly that we asked no chaos. However, that doesn't mean that it's
Yeah,
over.
it's
I mean, we
impo-
could
yeah, it's
slowly shift
impossible.
away.
Yeah,
and-
it's
Yeah, well,
no.
yeah, it's. I mean, it's
what
impossible
happened
for it.
cements that it is now a very real possibility. You all have sanity scores,
Mhm.
so
Two
no,
of us. Well,
it's not
three.
gonna happen.
Well, we could just.
I mean,
not-
I will be honest, and I'll address the point that it was originally stated that we weren't going to involve chaos, because yes, when the game did start, that was the case.
Yeah.
Hmm.
However, as characters have come in, and as players have wanted to play things involving that, only at that point have I then reintroduced it. I kept it. I kept it out of the
I mean, but is
storyline.
this
on
really a
purpose.
surprise though? Because I told you over and over and over that I did not like it and I didn't want it in the game, and then Taylor just came up and said, "Oh, look at me! Look at I'm doing that." And
I got
said
okay. I went to
multiple
Casey
times,
for all of it before I did
multiple
that.
times I don't
And
like.
I did say at the time that it could cause a problem,
Mm.
but
That's why I
but
waited
if you
till
wanted
now
to play it.
Yeah.
Then
Hey,
we'd have
you know
to
what?
see
It's
how it
fine.
went.
You guys can play. I just don't want a part of it. That's all.
I mean,
Said
you
that.
said your next character is going to be a monster, right? I don't think you really have to deal with sanity as a monster.
No, but I literally went against what I said, what I was going to do, which was I said anything, no matter what, I wouldn't let Alexander be, go on purpose. And it would just be hypocritical for me to stay around with another character then.
So be hypocritical. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who?
Or
How
stick
many
around
of us
with
have changed
Alexander.
characters?
There's nothing to.
I mean, you could try waking Aiden up.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean,
there is every chance that what's going on might still steer away from this. I mean,
yeah.
I will actually make a point of highlighting, and I wasn't going to do this because in character I was going to see if you figured it out as a group, but I will highlight the fact that although there is something going on to do with that, Korag has just been specifically told to stay away from it.
He's told me to not go there and to ignore it until it
And
wants
not
me to
get
go there.
involved. Yeah.
And I can go there on my own.
And I have actually put that step in there specifically to say that although this stuff is happening,
We don't have
I'm
to get
not
involved.
wanting to make that the primary storyline of the game.
Yeah. And that ring was an emergency use.
Yeah, and it was a
Dire situation.
it was only because of the situation that it ended up falling the way that it did.
Yeah.
Um
And I get the suspicion that they're not, the things that happened aren't actually dead. Lord
mean,
Calendar, well,
yeah,
he,
it
I
doesn't
think
matter though.
yeah.
It really doesn't matter
Yeah.
at that
Sure.
point.
Oh.
It's the fact that it happened and that you're playing a warlock of a great old one. And I've said multiple times that I don't like it. I put a blind eye, even though I said specifically, I don't like you, I don't like you, I don't like you, until this happened. And what that tells me is that if we ever get into a big thing again, where your life is in danger, all you have to do is press a fucking button, and then, oh look, big old bad great one
Assuming-
comes in.
Assuming he's going to do it again
Or-
after
or-
that.
Well,
Doc,
actually,
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
will.
guys,
I will also
guys,
highlight out of character, and I am
Yeah.
giving a lot more out of character knowledge than I would really like to give, but
You don't
because of
have
the
to.
situation. But no, I will point out the fact that Taylor is aware that the 9 abilities the ring has, each one works only once.
It only works.
So what-
It's random.
So what
They
has
only work,
just happened cannot happen again.
and I get 9 uses total. And once those are all used, a 10th one goes off that I have no control over. So I am discouraged from
Yeah.
using that item. Because if I keep using it, I get closer to the effect that
it's
probably
real-
kills me.
guys, it's real simple like this. You can try and stick around and help guide away from chaos, or you can not play and just let the Monday game be filled. I mean, the second option, the latter option, sounds pretty boring. The first option gives your character some chance.
Yeah, I've been trying to
all
push
I'm
this
gonna
character
say,
towards.
all I'm gonna say is, just sleep on it and don't decide right now in the middle of the session. Just have a week. You have a week.
Yeah,
Alright.
I will say
Fine.
it is a bit frustrating that after a couple of weeks where I've been seriously considering dumping the game completely, and Doc, you being the one to convince me to keep running it, that then after an in-character event, you're on about dropping. I mean, I'm
Yeah, but you can see my problem though, can't you?
I absolutely understand where you're coming from
Not
because
you.
I don't.
I'm asking Casey if he sees my problem, because I've said over and over and over again I don't want. It's just like your problem with the Tuesday game, Casey, and it's awfully hypocritical of you to say this, because it really
no,
is.
and what I'm pointing out at the moment is that there has been some involvement because, one, it's part of the world, and two, I have had players that have wanted to play characters that involved it, but understanding your aversion to it being a major point, I have taken steps already to minimize its impact on the main story, which is why I have taken actions as I have. And I will be honest that the role that Taylor's just made there is very likely the only way that all of you actually would have survived this situation. And even in that, I have taken steps to prevent that aspect of the story from becoming the main part of the game by basically acknowledging that it is there, allowing it to correct this situation, and then isolating it away from the main story.
Mhm.
So I personally feel like I have done everything that I could to allow players agency to make choices they wanted to make while still respecting the fact that you don't want that to be the storyline.
And I completely understand where you're coming from a DM standpoint, and but as a player, to have another player have that completely involve his character,
It's
It's
not
something
even
I
the
don't
main
like
focus
that.
of. It's not the main focus of this character at all. That is a subplot for this character that I really don't even care if it gets touched again.
I mean, like I said, dude, you could have Alexander
Yeah.
try and stay and correct the course, or the second option is just not an option at all. Leaving is leaving. That's it.
hmm
What's the point? You're just gonna sit there on Monday being bored while we sit here and have a little bit less fun because you're not having fun? Come on, man. Have a week. Have a week. Think on it. If you really want to replace Alexander, replace him.
That's the exact advice you gave me, was to think on it rather than dropping. So I just
You're
ask
right.
you to take your own advice. there.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'll think about it. But but you could see where I'm coming from. It's I just wanna make sure you guys understand I'm not insane, right?
Yeah,
Like this isn't
I
just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I understand where you are coming from, and I did broach the idea that it could cause friction at the time,
Right.
and I knew that we would come to a point where it may cause uh, a degree of conflict. I did not estimate that it would immediately escalate to leaving the group. I figured it was a discussion that would come about at some point, and I would be able to explain that I am isolating it, which I thought would be enough. If that is not the case, I apologize. But I have all I can say is I have taken steps to make sure that that is not the storyline.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that.
And I do hope that you understand that I don't want you leaving the group any more than you wanted me leaving the group last week.
Right.
So
no one wants anyone to leave the group.
No.
And
Yeah.
I wouldn't leave the group. It would just be this
Or
game. That's
leave
all.
the game. Like,
well,
no
no,
one
but
wants
that
you to
was
leave the
that
game
was
either.
the same thing you
Wanna-
said
Yeah,
to me when
yeah.
I was about leaving Tuesdays.
Yeah. No, I get that. I get that.
So I personally think you made me stick around, so I need to make you stick around. So I mean, fair is fair.
And Doc, and if after the week it still bothers you, I can just swap archetypes.
Yeah, he can. He's a.
I can just change. I can just change
Warlock's-
archetype.
Yeah.
Because I
Warlock's
almost went with the
Silver
Ghost in the
Soul.
Machine, and it still looks cool. I'll just swap to
Well,
that.
the reason why I wanted to leave was because I don't think it's fair. If you want to play what you want to play, I shouldn't be able to dictate
that's-
that. You know what I mean?
Well, no, that's why I'm
Like,
telling you. That's already not a focus of the character. It does not bother me. The only reason it came up now is because I was pretty much going to die.
I would say that if he had if this whole thing started like scene start, he's got you on the floor, they're all talking, and suddenly you activate
Immediately.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
I waited
something
till I
that,
was
like,
about to be murdered.
That's something that maybe I would do or whatever, but as a chaos person. But
Yeah.
he had a very good inclination of when he should have used it, and I think he was absolutely going to die if he did it.
Yeah. If I thought
And-
I wasn't going to die, I just wouldn't have used it. I would have waited till I was in prison and tried to escape prison.
Yeah, and full disclosure, I will also say, just because I don't want anyone, I don't want you bailing, Doc, any more than, like I said, you wanted me bailing.
right.
I'm actually going to tell you, not specifically, but roundabout what the item does, so that you can understand kind of where that all came from.
Right. Okay.
All right. So basically, the ring has 9 faucets to it, 9 gems.
Like the Ring of 9 Lives, basically.
Kind of, yeah, the same idea, except in this case, when you activate it, it randomly chooses one of 9 spells in the ring, which immediately triggers, after which that gem goes dark and does not activate again.
And I don't know what the spells are at all. I don't have a list for the effects. I just know there's
And-
9 of them. There's now 8 left.
And in this case, Taylor rolled the 8, which corresponded to the 8th level spell, Demiplane, which interacted with the fact that being a warlock triggered him to travel to his patron's Demiplane.
Right.
Now, you can imagine that with the spells being one spell of each level 1 through 9, there are very few spells that will trigger an effect such as that.
Besides, like 9.
Yeah.
There's a possibility that the 9th level spell in the ring could generate some kind of a far-reaching effect, but for the most part, the other spells in the ring, there's one spell of each level.
Right.
Yeah.
So the majority of rolls on that ring will not be anywhere near as powerful as that. That's why I freaked out a bit when he rolled the 8.
Right.
Because I rolled real high.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other
So
thing is that when all 9 spells are used, a 10th effect, which Taylor has no idea what it is either, activates, which, as Taylor has just said, is a discouragement from using all 9.
Because that probably kills me. More than likely, it's a scare.
Which also means that there is a 1 in 9 chance that the 9th level spell will never get cast.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because if he rolls all the other numbers except the 9, then if he does roll for the 9, he triggers the other thing as well.
Right.
So they both trigger.
So I have built, even within that item, which was kind of Taylor's special item, a safety protocol in order to basically not eliminate, but minimize the chaos effect in the game.
I get that. And yeah, I mean, I will admit it was an knee-jerk reaction. I'm sorry that it made it such a big deal at the moment because it completely stopped the game.
Yeah, Doc, with everything I've had going on right now, I get it completely. Which is why I'm just asking you to take the same advice that you've just given me.
Right. Right.
All right.
So how about for now? Yeah, we call it. You want to call it a little bit early? Keep playing because we
well,
arrive at the tavern.
After all of this, I think what I'll do, there is one further aspect of this that I'm just going to go ahead and get out of the way now, and then next week we start fresh, and it will and it will not be a focus from there. All right.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So all I will say is that the following morning, all of you do wake up, and the tavern is abuzz with news.
Ooh.
First off, a lot of people are still talking about the fact that a dragon ship drifted into dock days ago with no one on board it. No one seems to have any memory that anyone was ever on board that ship. And the other big news at the moment is that scouts from Titan have returned from basically shadowing the Bronze Fleet back to Bronze, and have returned with news that when the fleet returned to Bronze, they could not get back to Bronze. Because the entire city and surrounding area around Bronze seems to be encased in a dome of darkness.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
So the fleet of Bronze is currently anchored outside of that shadow.
So he said specifically, don't go to the north. He means don't go there.
Mm-hmm.
Or he can mean something further. Well, yeah, it's probably that. Just the
That's
map
about as
kinda
far
cuts off.
north as you can get, yeah. That is the North Pole. Yeah, the map does not go any further north. That's the North Pole. That landmass is the polar ice cap. So on that note, we will go ahead and wrap up the session, and we will pick up with the following day next week.
Yeah. And
Guys,
like I said, I apologize that I stopped
it's
all
fine.
of it. And
No, man, honestly,
that's unfair of me. Like to
just figure out what you want for next session, man.
And yeah, if me being a great old one warlock really bothers you, I can just change that. That is not hard.
You really don't have to. It's fine.
Ghost. No, again, if it really just tell me. I don't care. Ghost of Machine looks dope because
we
it
can
involves
talk
tech.
about it during the week, guys.
Yeah, it's worth having a rest and then talking about it through the week, and we'll go from there. But yeah,
it was still a good session, man. It was still a great session.
Yeah.
A lot of crazy shit. Really
it was
funny.
very good. Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. And like I said, to be fair, like it or not, it probably is the only way that everyone survives tonight.
Mm-hmm. So
take that away as a plus.
Yeah. And then the large scope of things, I'm the only one going to be punished in the long term. Hopefully.
All right.
It seemed to do anything to you guys. So.
All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah, tomorrow.
See you guys tomorrow.
Figure out what's going on there.
Yeah.
Later on,
Yeah.
guys.
All right. See ya.
That guy.